Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and today I get to check out the Japanese special edition DVD release of John Woo's Red Cliff. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia.
A powerful warlord's quest for domination threatens all who stand in his way.
So another one of my Japanese pickups, and this one was only 720 yen, maybe about £3.50, around that, £3.50. But for this incredible piece, oh my god, what a bargain. And oddly, they had quite a few of them on the shelf, which makes me think either the Japanese fans didn't really like Red Cliff, and the same with its sequel, which I will follow up with in the next video, but I felt that that is a bargain that cannot be missed. Now, I only ever had this via the special edition UK DVD release, and it wasn't nothing special really. You know, you have the both movies in there. You've both features running for about 4 hours. You have a behind the scenes piece, an interview with director John Woo, and I really love the movies. I've just never got to the point of upgrading them or getting them on Blu-ray for that ultimate release. I'm kind of, my fingers are crossed that there's perhaps a Blu-ray in here, but I doubt it. But yes, so still, this was the only chance I ever had of seeing it. Not the only chance, but the only time I've ever seen it, really. But yes, when I saw these, I was extremely friggin' happy because look at this gorgeous collector's edition. I mean, look what we got given to us in the UK, and look at what Japan gets, which is very, very annoying. Now, of course, there's nothing on the box here bar these beautiful engravings to let me see what is included, so we're just going to have to get stuck right in. Sliding this on out here, you can find that is an incredibly sturdy box. I mean, that is one of the hardest box covers I've ever come across, even more so than what Vinegar Syndrome put out there. That is pretty damn sturdy. Inside, of course, we have what seems to be a few discs in here, which I'm excited for. We have got a bunch of postcards or very large photo cards here, character cards, which is brilliant. And we have got a DVD user's guidebook, which interesting piece, but I will go through all that with you. Of course, there's quite a lot to share. Okay, first of all, let's get stuck in. So, directed by John Woo, probably one of his better movies of late, although it's been out for some time already, of course. So we had these Warring States movies, this run of Warring States movies, and they're still kind of making them, but like Three Kingdoms and so on, there was a lot of them came out at the same time. But Red Cliff, parts 1 and 2, were quite epic, and they really are beautiful movies, starring the great Tony Leung and Takeshi Kaneshiro, Vicky Zhao Wei, and so many more. But you can see a range of the cast members here, which look fantastic. This is a great, great spread. And inside, we have got 1, 2, 3, wow, 3 discs. But I'm just trying to see if there's any difference that really pops out there. That's not actually stating anything on there. Hopefully you'll pick that up, of course. But yes, a wonderful, wonderful movie. Beautifully done, beautifully put together. But again, there's nothing really there that breaks down for me what is included, which is a shame because that means I'm really going to have to write everything down to share with you what is across the 3 discs when I get into it. Now, let me just pop open these collector's cards, or these art cards, or character cards, or whatever you want to call them. Okay, so on the back, they're all pretty much blank, as you can see. But yes, these are beautiful, beautiful photo cards with all the different characters there. There he is, Takeshi Kaneshiro, the handsome handsome man himself. But there's a lot of familiar faces here, and it's just an epic movie all round. If you haven't had the chance to see Red Cliff, I highly urge you to check them out, both of them, because they are just, I mean, the full story needs to be taken in, of course, but both movies are absolutely beautiful. And there's a lot of fantastic action in there, of course there is, but they're quite lengthy pieces. I can't remember straight up how long each movie is, but they are absolutely well worth seeing. And again, you know, I'm going to be doing a piece, or maybe it's already passed, in my latest podcast of John Woo, and how I feel that he is quite an overrated director that's had more misses than hits, let's just say. Yes, he's given us a handful of some of the greatest Hong Kong movies ever, but I still feel that he has also had so many flops that people just ignore, and they always hark back to those 4, maybe 5 titles that really do matter. Okay, so here's the book, the DVD User's Guidebook for Red Cliff Part 1. This is the front, as you can see, and on the back, of course, it's Japanese, so we are going to be going the other way. Let me get stuck in with you, though. But yes, John Woo, interesting guy. I caught his latest movie, his remake of The Killer, on the way to Seoul, on the plane. And as much as I really didn't want to watch it, it really intrigued me. And I don't know, I didn't hate it, but I also just did not know what to expect. It wasn't great, though. It wasn't great. It certainly had some entertaining moments, but that's about it. I mean, I honestly can't really say anything too wonderful about it. Unfortunately. But yes, this book. Let's go back to this book. And a movie that he really has done such a great job with. I'm not too sure how much of it he really did co-direct or produce as such, but it certainly is one of the better movies of his career in the later years. There's been a lot that haven't really worked for him, but Red Cliff Part 1 and 2 are definitely two of the best. They really are. He is quite an incredible director when he puts his mind to it. I don't know, maybe there's Hollywood restrictions, and maybe his time spent in Hollywood have made him think differently how to approach things. I always find that many directors, when you look back at their earlier work, and the same actually with even the likes of Martin Scorsese and American directors like that, when you look back at their earlier work, it's very different in that it's much more entertaining because they had less to work with and they become more creative. I know that. I've had to make 7 feature films without any budget, and that's where creativity comes into play. And I find that a lot with these Hong Kong directors also. You find their early movies are just, they throw everything at them. They throw all the, I'm not getting that back in there, they throw all the creativity and all the ideas there, and they really do make them work. And that's the exciting part. So Red Cliff, though, is a big budget piece, and I can't really say anything bad about it, to be honest. So I am going to go now, though, and spend a lot of time going through all 3 discs here, making a list of what I'm going to share with you, and come right back to tell you all about it. So just back after checking out the Japanese DVD special edition release of Red Cliff Part 1, and what a fantastic movie to go back to after all these years. I definitely had underrated them. They are epic, absolutely epic, and definitely 2 of John Woo's finest in the last 2 decades, without a doubt. They are just beautiful. The DVD quality looked fantastic. I did run it through my 4K player and 4K television. That no doubt uplifted that even more so, but they looked great. I will be upgrading these to Blu-ray, don't worry about that. But there's no English subtitles. There's no English subtitles with the feature. There's no English subtitles with any of the special features whatsoever, and there's quite a lot here. So I have disc, what they say, disc 1, or it's the movie disc, and with this you get a few extra features on there. There's a bit of a trailer gallery which has like the Japanese, the English, the Chinese trailers available, and it's probably the only place you'll find an English offering of anything there. There's no audio or subtitles, as I say, throughout the whole thing, except for the English trailers that are on there. You also have this part 2 special movie button up here, and that's like a 5-minute introduction to the second part, to what's to come here, which again is great to have a look at if you've never seen it before. But yes, everything else is on the other 2 features, and those other 2 discs are named Special Features Disc 1 and Special Features Disc 2. Now, I've had to make a wee list because there's quite a lot there. So on the first disc of the special features, you have got a director and cast press conference. This ran for around 5 minutes in length. And then you have a Tokyo International Film Festival stage greeting, which was cool to watch. Very interesting. Ran for about 7 minutes in length. But again, due to its original language or lack of English subtitles, I couldn't take it all in, to be honest. The same for the 22-minute or just under TV guide to Red Cliff. It's like a program they put together for Japanese television for the movie. It looked fantastic. I really love how the Japanese put stuff together. It's just so fun. It wasn't wacky. It didn't take away from the seriousness of the movie, but it was 22 minutes of awesomeness. There was a lot of like behind the scenes and film clips and interviews and things like that, which was nice to see. Then you have 6 interviews with John Woo and cast members. These run at different lengths, again no subtitles. Then you have John Woo talking about his vision of the 3 kingdoms, which ran for, again, just over 20 minutes in length, but it was pretty cool to see. I did enjoy that. Now that's all what's on disc 1 of the special features. Disc 2, you have quite a bit more there, such as the feature length. This ran for just over 61 minutes. Making of documentary of Red Cliff. Unfortunately, no subtitles again, but I still was glued to it because it's such an epic movie. You kind of want to see behind the scenes. You kind of want to see what's involved. And I was blown away about the amount of work and effort that went into making this epic movie. But 61 minutes of just seeing these guys at work was incredible. Aside from that, on disc 2, you have got 8 TV spots for Red Cliff Part 1, which different ones run for 15 or 30 seconds. They're all just quick TV spots, but they were fun enough to watch there. And then you have a couple of promo videos for game releases, Sega and things like that, which are kind of connected to the 3 kingdoms. They like Dynasty Warriors, for example, was one of those. But that's pretty much all there is on disc 2. They were pretty cool to see. They were very low quality. But yes, it was nice to go through all of them there. So even though there was no English subtitles in anything there, I still had a great time going through this set. It was absolutely gorgeous, beautifully put together. And again, I'm just annoyed why here in the UK, we don't get things like this from mainstream distributors. It's so annoying because this, with English subtitles released in the UK, would have been just a joy to have and to own. Saying that though, I'm very happy with it. I'm giving this a double thumbs up. For the price that I got it at, was an absolute treat for sure. But if you are happy to go through this and own it without English subtitles, definitely keep an eye out on eBay and the likes of that. I'm super glad that it's in my collection, and when I go back to Japan, of course, I will be looking for more special versions. Sometimes you get lucky and there's English subtitles or English dubs, but most of the time it's not the case. But anyway, I'm not complaining. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your continued support. It is greatly appreciated. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu, and I will see you soon. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews and follow me on Instagram at InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu, and I will see you soon.